Welcome to a very wet episode of FunRover TV, a show made by Land Rover enthusiasts, helping you in the daily running, maintaining and upgrading of your Land Rover. Today, we're fitting windscreen wipers to our production vehicle. We'll show you how to pick good replacement blades and how to make your windscreen disperse water as quickly as possible. Experts recommend switching blades between every 6 and 12 months, or between 6,000 and 15,000 miles, depending on the weather conditions and amount of usage.
So, the problem we have with windscreen wipers is every so often, because of the wear and tear of them and basically the friction of them moving on the windscreen, they get worn out. And as you can see with our windscreen wipers, they've started to smear. They're not clearing the windscreen as effectively. And that is a big problem because in the rain, in the wet weather, I mean it's not really raining that bad now, but if it was, little differences like your windscreen being covered in water can actually add several feet, dozens of feet to your stopping time in the case of an accident. So it's something that's very important. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to change your windscreen wipers, and we're also going to apply a hydrophobic coating to the windscreen wipers and the wing mirrors, and that will basically help the windscreen wipers clear the window. It'll repel the water, and so we'll show you how to do those now.
This job should take around 10 to 15 minutes to complete, and you won't need any tools. Let's head to the FunRover workshop.
Okay, so we're going to be using some windscreen wipers. These are premium wipers. You can buy relatively cheap ones from Bosch, Champion, any kind of make like that. You can pick them up at Halfords, they're a standard thing. But we've gone with the Aero Twin by Bosch because when we looked this up, this was said to be one of the best standard windscreen wipers you can get. We had some silicone windscreen wipers on before. They are extremely expensive for windscreen wipers. I think these worked out £15 for the front and then £5 for the rears. So it's not too bad, and it's going to make a big difference to the drivability and also the safety of the vehicle.
We'll start up front with the windscreen blades.
Okay, we're going to switch the wiper blades then. It's a bit of a fiddle to do, so once you've done it a few times you should get used to it. Pull the wiper arm out, first step. Then what you need to do is get your wiper blade perpendicular, push it back and slip it off, just like that. That's about the 17th time I've done that, so I'm glad it's come off. So I'll show you again. Pull your arm up, flip it like that. Now if you feel just on the back here, there's a little tab. Now you push that back, push the whole blade towards the arm, and then pivot it and just slip it off.
Be careful not to let the wiper arm snap back into the windscreen and cause any damage.
Fitting a normal wiper blade, conventional wiper blade design, is basically the reverse of what we've just done on both sides. But because we're fitting these Bosch Aeros, the Aero comes from the fact that the mechanism's got a very slight aero tweak. There's a bit of a fiddle to get them on. So this carriage actually opens up. Now with these ones, you want to put them on facing the way they would be if they were on the windscreen. You slip your carrier through and then literally hook it onto the tab and close up your aero piece. So this one's very slightly different. You pull the tab or push it and then just push the arm towards the car and that will pop off. If you're going to fit a standard one, you just repeat. Because we're fitting Bosch Aeros, they fit kind of the wrong way around to what they normally do. Right, so again you want to put the Aero cover over the arm and then pop it on. A little bit stiff on that one. Click the cover down and there we go, look. 2 Bosch Aero Twins fitted.
We are now going to apply a coating to the windscreen to aid in dispersal of water. This is an optional but recommended step. We're using RainX rain repellent.
Right, so we're going to add the RainX now. RainX is a hydrophobic coating. Basically what it does is it it creates this kind of surface that water cannot stick to, and obviously if you're travelling, that means that water's going to disperse better off your windscreen, and it means that you will actually use your windscreen wipers less. So we're going to put this onto the front windscreen, and we're also going to put it on the wing mirrors, because on Defenders they really do suffer with water build-up, which prevents visibility. So step one, I'm just using some cheap microfiber type cloths you can get from any shop really. We're just going to clean the windscreen. Now the advantage of using these cloths is you can just chuck them away if you want afterwards. They're not very expensive. So I'm just getting around the edges, making sure that's all nice and clean.
It would be a good idea to apply RainX after washing your vehicle to avoid any dirt contaminating the application.
We'll use another one to dry the windscreen off. So let's get this nice clean cloth, and we'll apply
the coating.
And then we'll use another one to remove it. So put the fluid on. You need to wipe it on in circular motions according to the manual. Obviously it's a little bit harder on a Defender because it's about 17 foot high. Lift your wipers off and they're not going to get anything on them. Okay, so the manual says now once it's dry to wet it and then wipe it off.
Now let's see the results.
Right, let's give this a test. See how well the RainX and the new wipers are working. So before, with any moisture on the screen, after it would wipe, it would leave beads. Sometimes you get streaks where there's actually damage to the wipers. But now you can see the wipers are leaving absolutely nothing behind, no residue. We're wiping it absolutely perfectly, and the RainX is working really well too. So that's a nice easy job, should take about 5-10 minutes, and the results are well worth it.
If you've enjoyed the episode of FunRover TV, check out funrover.com, the free online Land Rover magazine. Thanks for watching, and remember, where we're going, we don't need roads.